Welcome around Australia to the Gabba in Queensland. This is the first match in the Carlton United series, a triangular series. The games that will be played between the Australians, the England side skippered by Alex Stewart, and Sri Lanka by Arjuna Ranatunga.
Mr. Referee, you're happy?
Very happy.
There you are.
Okay. Heads. What is it? You won one. Good stuff, mate. Well done. Good work, mate. Okay.
We'll have a bat.
What about this pitch? Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks tremendous wicket. Obviously had a good wicket here Friday. Looks very similar, and hopefully it's full of runs.
The game the other night would have boosted your guys' confidence. Good score.
Yeah, very good. I think it was the highest score at the Gabba, and a couple of new faces played very well, and obviously they're going to get a go today as well.
Last time you played Australia in a one-day series, you beat them 3-0. Does that help you?
Yeah, obviously that's in the past, but good for the confidence. But saying that, it's a new series, new teams, but I'm sure it'll be good cricket.
Okey-doke. All the best then.
Thank you.
Shane, looking forward to the captaincy?
Yeah, I am actually. I've only done it once for Australia, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And you think the controversy's out of the way now that you've given your evidence?
Yeah, well, as I said through the whole week, we were happy to help out the inquiry, and hopefully the truth came out about it all, and happy to give that, and looking forward to getting on and playing some cricket.
And this rain, that's a bit of a worry?
Yeah, it is a little bit. As we're bowling first, you don't want to get too much water in it so the ball gets wet, but hopefully it'll disappear and we can play some cricket.
All right, all the best then.
Thanks, mate.
Alex Stewart finally winning the toss, and he was delighted to say, I'll bat first, as they put the covers on the pitch.
The rain has disappeared for the moment and the sun is out, rather fitful sunshine at the moment. The players are out there, umpires just preparing for the start of play. Nick Knight is the man about to take strike. Glenn McGrath has the ball for Australia, and the non-striker is Alex Stewart in the commentary box, picking up for us straight away Bill Laurie and Ian Chappell.
Thank you, Richie. Good afternoon all. The stage is set for the Carlton United series. England versus Australia at the Gabba. Alex Stewart, the England skipper, at the non-striker's end. The batsman on strike is Nick Knight. And the bowler is going to be Glenn McGrath. Short pitch delivery first up from McGrath, and good afternoon to Ian Chappell.
Good afternoon, Bill, and hello to all of our viewers. Good cricketer, Nick Knight, a very aggressive player. Got a terrific record in this form of the game. And I really do think that England have erred in not having him in their test side, not maybe necessarily as an opening batsman, but I think he's the aggressive type of cricketer that England need. I'll be interested to see how he plays in the one-day series.
Moving down the leg side. Umpires officiating today are Tony McQuillan at the members' end, and at square leg is Daryl Harper. Very warm afternoon in Brisbane. Should see some swing early on. A little bit of cloud cover about. It's just going gently across the ground. Ground looks in magnificent condition once again.
He's talking to Kevin Mitchell Jr. He said that they'd been closely monitoring the forecasts. They'd been told that there might be just the odd shower and maybe a bit of a storm. He was hoping that if the storm does hit, and he was thinking that it could miss the ground, but he was hoping that it might come around about the dinner break and they could get lucky. So he was reasonably confident that there wouldn't be too many interruptions to the game.
For McGrath, have the two slips, point, cover, mid-off, and a third man, reasonably square. The onside of mid-on, fraction wide, a square leg forward to the umpire, and a deep backward square leg. Getting down the leg side and getting away with McGrath. The ball swinging from off to leg for the left-hander.
Nick Knight seems to have a bit of a problem with that helmet. Each time after he plays a ball, he's got to push the the peak back up again. He does appear to have a sweatband underneath the helmet. Probably you see him there. Really has slipped down quite a bit. I would think that would be quite annoying as a batsman.
Swing, a big shout. Not out, says the umpire. It's a maiden from McGrath. A good start.
Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Good start by McGrath. Very warm conditions. It's going to be Adam Dale to come into the attack from the Stanley Street end. The last ball, there's a big shout from behind the wicket.
Nick Knight looking to play the pull shot, so showing some aggression against the short pitch delivery. Didn't appear to get a bat on it. In fact, it's flicked the sleeve on the way through. The manufacturer's really not doing the players any great favours there. The sleeves are very loose fitting, and the ball flicking that could fool the odd umpire.
Stewart, big shout this time. He's given him. Stewart's gone for a duck. Well, what a start by Alan Dale. 1 for none, England.
Well, he's been very successful, Adam Dale, both with Queensland and when he's played for Australia. He's been successful because he does get early wickets. Genuine swing bowler. Alex Stewart didn't appear to be a long way forward. Well, that's pitching middle and off and just moved back. There's no way you could give that not out. That's absolutely plumb. Adam Dale knew it. Umpire Harper had a good look and said, on your way, mate. So the England captain is gone for a duck. And England in early trouble. 1 for none.
New batsman is Vince Wells. Dale charges in again. Strikes him on the thigh. A good start by Adam Dale. Bit of movement off the seam. He's picked up Alex Stewart. First ball.
Very close to the stumps when he delivers it. It's pitching about off stump and just a hint of movement back into Alex Stewart. Absolutely plumb. Adam Dale, very accurate bowler as well as getting a little movement. No problem with the height.
Very good start by Dale, making the batsman play. Stewart is just pushing forward. And that's plumb. On the knee roll, all straightened up. Sickening feeling for a batsman. I think he knew it as well. England on the board. Wells taking the throw from Bevan. It's a very good start by Australia. Maiden and a wicket, putting the pressure on England early days.
Well, Wells is lucky that he was hit by Michael Bevan. He's had arm problems for quite some time now. If it had been Ricky Ponting, he would have really felt it. Ponting with a much stronger arm. Right in the backside. Could have really hurt.
Nick Knight on strike, the left-hander. The square has gone a lot squarer. It's off the mark nicely, well timed. The outfield's fast.
It'll do England a few favours, apart from bringing up the 4. The ball running across the field for a good distance there. The ball is likely to get a bit damp. Had just a light shower before play started. Loves to play square of the wicket, Nick Knight.
It's well bowled. Good line. It's 1 for 5.
He's made a century. Now he's taken a catch. Last ball this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! is an absolute pearl.
Very hot conditions at the Gabba, this day-night match. McGrath to continue from the members' end.
Certainly very wary of Ricky Ponting. He has the reputation of being the best in the business if you come up with a combination of saving and hitting the stumps. I think Jonty Rhodes probably has an edge in saving runs in that cover point position, but Ricky Ponting has quite a big edge when it comes to throwing the stumps down. That reputation has got around. Nick Knight is not prepared to challenge that reputation.
Gone for it. Hit that well. Full shot, not quite off the centre of the bat.
It's an example of the way that Nick Knight plays. He's quite prepared to take it to the bowler. He's going to play his shots. He's already tried to play about 3 or 4 pull shots. On that occasion, almost a front foot pull shot. But he is an aggressive customer. He's not an accumulator of runs. He likes to go after the bowling.
This time he charges, but Grass saw him coming. Knocked in a fraction short. Gilchrist, the wicketkeeper. Tremendous hitter of the ball, Adam Gilchrist. 3 one-day international hundreds already for the Western Australian.
Waiting.
3 one-day international hundreds to Nick Knight. He's got 1 test 100. He made that batting in the middle order at number 6 against Pakistan. But as well as his 3 one-day hundreds, he's got quite a few half centuries. I think he might also have a 90. So he's got a pretty decent record. Career average of 47. That's excellent. And a good strike rate.
He's gone for this one. This could be 4. Hit that well, straight to ground. Beats the fine leg. It's good over for England. Grah just a fraction short. He was quickly rocked back and smashed it.
It was a very good shot because he was on the charge. Glenn McGrath banging it in short when he saw him coming. And that's the first pull shot that he's really got in the middle. Hit it well.
Six off the over. It's 1 for 14.
Yeah, will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
England after 5 overs, 1 for 14. Stewart out for a duck first ball to Adam Dale. Conditions very, very hot. This day-night match. Your testing day for the bowlers and fielding sides. It's well bowled, maybe an inside edge, nipped back sharply.
Very accurate bowler, Adam Dale. Once again, that little bit of off cut, but a thick inside edge from Vince Wells. He bowls very close to the stumps, or delivers the ball from very close to the stumps, and then he's never very far away from the stumps.
It's close to wide and he's called.
Even on that occasion, when the ball hit the seam, it still went off the seam. In fact, that probably convinced the umpire Harper, to call it a wide. Vince Wells played well in England's victory the other night here at the Gabba. They played a Queensland side. Pitch just a couple away from where they're playing today. England scoring 324, which is the highest score at the Gabba for a one-day game. Another very good pitch.
It's past fine leg, that'll be 4. Finally, inside the circle, there's a man at deep backward square leg.
He's a very busy player, Nick Knight. Once again, he was giving the bowler the charge. Michael Bevan fielding in that position because he is so quick. And even he wasn't able to get across and stop it. Apart from his ability to score quickly, Nick Knight, good fielder, and he's a pretty aggressive runner between wickets. It's a very humid, warm day. Players will feel it if there's a lot of running to be done out there, a lot of hard running to be done. He's no technician, Vince Wells. He's there to do a job, which is to hit the ball hard. It's exactly how he played against Queensland in the number 3 spot.
Eight runs off the over. It's 1 for 22.
He's made a century. Now he's taken a catch. Last ball this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
England 1 for 22 at the Gabba. The Carlton United series is underway. Conditions very hot. Stewart won the toss. Elected to bat. England just struggling a bit. Knight on the move now, 16 off 22, but Wells 4 off 13.
Glenn McGrath in his 4th over has conceded just 7 runs. He's definitely worrying Wells with the extra pace. Nick Knight seems to be to have adjusted to McGrath's pace, having hit him for a boundary in the last over.
It's gone for it. This time it's going to be safe, and it's going for 4. And he's beaten by pace, but got enough bat to get it over the head of keeper and close in fieldsman. 4 more.
Looks as though he pulls in the air most of the time. Previous miss-hit pull shot landed just over square leg mid-wicket area. This time a bit more of a top edge, and it's gone to fine leg. I'm sure McGrath is looking to trap him on that pull shot because he does hit it in the air.
It's in the air, but it's short of mid-on. It's Damien Martin. Well, he's a big lad, isn't he? I think his method is to smash the ball. He's trying to do it. Just upper class here with McGrath bowling. Harry Stewart won the toss. He was delighted. It didn't help him when he went to bat.
It's a very good delivery from Adam Dale. Right on line, pitching about off stump, just a little bit of off cut. and Alex Stewart was plumb, as adjudged by umpire Harper, and it was 1 for none. Worst possible start for England.
Prepared to take on fine leg. It's 1 for 27.
Most of Glenn McGrath's deliveries are hitting very high on the bat when Wells is playing. That one was right up on the maker's name. You get the feeling also that the ball is hitting the bat rather than the bat hitting the ball, which is an indication that he hasn't adjusted to the bowler's pace.
Five runs off the over from McGrath. It's 1 for 27.
Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
It's 1 for 27 as Ian Healy joins Tony Greig in the commentary position.
Thank you, Bill, and very good afternoon to all of you watching our telecast from Brisbane today. England batting first, 1 for 27. Wells and Knight out there at the moment. Lovely conditions. This field is always great. Pitch is good. The outfield, I suppose because of the rain yesterday, is just a little bit more lush than normal. Oh, that's got to be quite close too, but no, the umpire's on his way. It's moving away straight away. So, yes, surprised that there hasn't been just a little bit more swing because there's a lot of humidity around. See if we can pick up any swing here. Looked pretty straight delivery and then the ball nipping back a bit, so that's probably going down the leg side. Good decision. Umpire Harper down at that end. Dale continuing. This is his 4th over. 1 for 14 he's got so far. And that one straight to cover. Ponting doing the fielding. Well, Ian Healy's joined us today and he's going to be with us from time to time during this one-day series. It's going to be quite interesting for you up here in the commentary box.
Yeah, it will be interesting, Tony. I think the whole series is going to be particularly interesting as well. All three sides are playing competitive one-day cricket, and it'll be really interesting to see who emerges as the best of these three in the lead up to the World Cup.
Nicely nudged away on the onside. Yes, they'll be looking for the singles, I suppose, wherever possible here early on. Try and get a bit of a run rate going. Currently at 3.73. Perhaps not quite as quick as they'd like.
As we just look at Adam Dale, just clipping the leg stump at the bowler's end, he's got a constant habit of doing that. He gets in so close. He even gets in front of the umpire. He quite often clips that stump. Remarkably, doesn't lose his line or control after doing it. Adam Dale's got a short bouncy run up, which gets him to the crease very efficiently and gets in nice and close, reminiscent of Terry Alderman, who does pick up lots of LBWs. He's predominantly a swing bowler today. It seems to be seaming rather than swinging for him.
Oh, nearly back for the second and being a little cautious. Wouldn't have made any difference. The throw was wild.
Adam Dale's had a particularly successful start to his first-class career for Queensland, knowing him quite well. As we see, just a short, very efficient run-up, gathering his thoughts and his technique. Gets right in. And a lot of umpires I'd imagine, have a lot of problems seeing any dismissals from around him, and he gets off the wicket quite quickly.
Bowled in, clean bowled, absolutely dead straight. And it's as a result of bowling nice and tidily that the pressure's been brought to bear. And, well, that was an attempt at hitting the ball straight down the ground. Wells missing it, and the stumps have been splayed all over the place.
Fantastic length from Adam Dale, and as expected, the off-cut getting through the gate of Vince Wells. The length of the ball was right spot on, decked off the pitch, took middle stump right out of it. Vince Wells didn't know quite what to do. Run at him. 2 for 29 as England struggle.
He's made a century, now he's taken a catch. Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper! Mike Hussey in the game with the Ballilia today, and that is an absolute pearl.
So Graham Hick, pretty aggressive player. Those figures don't really tell us how good a player and how dangerous a player he is. A strike rate of 75 and an average of 36. He's capable of doing almost anything. And England will be hoping that he does something in this series. He's out there because Wells was comprehensively bowled by Dale. This is the ball. It pitched middle, looked as if it just perhaps held up a little bit, and middle stump was out of the ground. So I think he was getting just a little bit impatient. He wanted to start getting the scoring rate moving a little bit, and he missed it. Yes, that's a good shot there from the stump camera. Right, we've got Fleming now introduced into the attack, replacing McGrath.
Well, I was just about to say in the commentary that England had navigated a difficult period quite well until Adam Dale comes and spoils that. The ball has been seaming around. This one looks to shape away in the air, hits the pitch and comes back and takes the middle stump of Vince Wells. A good move by Gilchrist to come up to the stumps to muddle Vince Wells' footwork up a little bit.
Yes, you hear us talking about the shape of the ball as it goes down the pitch. Ian Healy talking about the ball just shaping away. That means swinging away that way. And then effectively what it did, it just started to go away and then straightened down the line a little bit. So that was why it beat the bat and went between bat and pad. Good bowling. If a bowler can get it to just move away in the air one direction and then bring it back off the seam the other direction, it's always going to be quite effective. And of course Fleming has been very successful at swinging the ball away and getting it to move off the seam. Just lately he seems to be in really good bowling nick, if you like. A nice easy approach to the stumps. He's on that short run, fingers right down that ball. You watch him, he'll go away and the seam will be bolt upright.
I think it's a good move by Shane Warne to bring Damien Fleming on at this stage. The wicket still is seaming, and Damien Fleming being an exponent of swing and seam bowling, it's worth a try while the ball is still quite new. We've seen Glenn McGrath bowl a fraction short to the left-hander, Nick Knight, who was rocking forward and then getting himself ready for the short ball. Damien Fleming won't do that too much, or the plan won't allow him to do that much. Whether he can perfect it remains to be seen.
Oh, that's well fielded. Beautifully fielded at square leg by Greg Blewett. Full length dive, one hand to the ball, and it's stops like that can create all sorts of pressure for the batting side. Have a look at this again.
Graham Hick gets a pull shot away. Damien Fleming a touch short, and Greg Blewett, magnificent fielding. He's a square of the wicket specialist because of his mobility sideways. He is wasted straight of the wicket, and then cover or square leg is ideal for him.
Yes, that's good running. There was no way that anyone was going to get to that and cause a problem. 2 runs off the over, 2 for 31.
Yeah, will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
So 2 for 38. Fleming is going to continue. Just the 2 slips in position. Oh, good shot. Short and pulled away. He plays that shot so well. We saw him hit some big 6s in Perth in that area. So it's not going to be too clever to bowl short to Hick just at the moment. This is a good pitch, and that was a good shot.
I'm sure that's not part of the plan. He's dropped the short, working a little bit hard for swing. And Graham Hick, as we've said, is very powerful on those shots. Very quick to launch on those short balls from outside off stump. Dispatched it beautifully.
And so 1 boundary now to Hick. As we were talking about the distance the slips field from the wicketkeeper, we've managed to pull out some pictures of the test match with Mark Taylor and Ian Healy together.
Yeah, that looks... Mark Taylor looks a little bit deeper than I imagine as Damien comes in.
Oh yes, got him caught behind. Big nick. Hick looks a bit disappointed. Either that or he doesn't think he nicked it, but it sounded like a very heavy nick through to the keeper. Well, what a blow for England. Hick just beginning to play a few good shots, and Fleming has nipped in and got him.
Better length from Fleming. We come back with the Australians jubilant in their appeals.
Yes, so Hick is out, caught by Gilchrist for the bowling of Fleming, 3 for 42. So Neil Fairbrother, Mr. Experience in terms of England and one-day cricket. A strike rate of 74, an average of 37, which is quite good. Now then, did Hick nick it? There's a school of thought that it may well have been his pad. Was it the bat against the pad? See if we can pick it up here. Here it goes. The seam is bolt upright. Now watch the delivery. It just, well, it hits the pad and then goes through to the wicketkeeper. Huge appeal. So McQuillan's got that one badly wrong, and that could make a big difference. It's so important to get them right. Well, let's have another look to see if we can pick up exactly what happened here.
What I liked about the delivery was the length, the seam and the length of the ball, which made it very difficult for Graham Hick. It'd make a big deflection at a funny time. Yeah, it's really hit the top of Graham Hick's pad, which is probably brand new and very stiff. Normally it wouldn't rebound like that either. Very difficult for the umpire, that one.
Yes, it sounded clicky, didn't it? That was probably what put him off a little bit. The bat was there and thereabout, but certainly on the evidence we've seen, McQuillan got it wrong. It's pretty tough for him. If you have a look at this at normal speed, give you some idea of how hard it is to make these decisions. Anyhow, Hick is back in the pavilion, and he did look as if he was a little upset, although he controlled himself pretty well. He'd be desperately keen to make some runs, make a contribution here, especially early on. Well, a wicket in that over. It's 3 for 43.
He's made a century, now he's taken a catch. Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
An outstanding spell of bowling from Adam Dale. Took 2 for 25 in 10 overs and 2 maidens, taking the wickets of Stewart and Wells. Bowled really well. Great reception from his home crowd here, and from the rest of the Australians. He's done a big job.
pretty impressive figures. 2 for 25, and he deserves the applause. See, one thing, it's always nice to play in front of your own crowd, but I have to say that there's that little bit of extra pressure, and it would have done him the world of good. A must for England, I would say, in the World Cup.
Just short. Dale is the fieldsman, and that's round about the spot he took that sensational catch, which was regarded as one of the best ever seen on this ground. The unlucky batsman was Phil Emery. It was a Mercantile Mutual Cup game, and Dale slid an extraordinary distance. This is the way the England innings has moved along. Started badly. Alex Stewart out first ball, and Vince Wells 10, Graham Hick 8, and Nick Knight is 28, Neil Fairbrother 4. 2 wickets to Dale and 1 to Fleming, and the one for Fleming very unlucky for Graham Hick, as was shown on the replay.
No ball. Just get the impression Neil Fairbrother needs to hit a couple of boundaries. Field's in for him. He's got the opportunity, much tougher for Nick Knight with the sweepers either side. Just needs one in that slot, just maybe to get him going. So Knight, the innings, get something working for him.
It's 4. There were shouts of catch it, but it was short and wide. They will have been called it wide if Fairbrother hadn't latched onto it.
Well, maybe this is just what he needed. It's short and wide. It's hit hard, and in the air it's quite safe though. It was 4 runs. Now I would think that'll probably prompt a field change if we have the man out there on the offside. Well, Shane Warne's decided he wasn't convinced with that shot. He's going to keep him in. Might be just what Neil Fairbrother needed. Another one of those, and he could well be off.
That's more like the Fairbrother I've seen in limited overs matches, when he comes in the middle of the order and plays so well.
Well, there you go, scratching around for what, 30 deliveries for a couple of runs or so. Just 2 off 31 balls, and he's got 8 off 2. Now there are some field changes. Sweepers going out all over the place. One on the offside, one on the leg side, slip coming out. Now it's easier for England to pick up the singles.
Three for 66.
Glenn McGrath back into the attack, just bowled 4 overs in his opening spell from the Vulture Street end. Knight is on 30, Fairbrother 17. 3 for 72 after 22 overs. England being kept quiet by some pretty tidy bowling, particularly Adam Dale.
Thanks, mate.
Nick Knight won't have seen Shane Warne for some time, not since the 97 Texaco Trophy series, and Warne bowling a couple of flippers. This is what the batsman's got to look for, right near the top. Watch there, he just starts to, the grip starts to change. Those are the sort of things that a batsman's got to be looking for, just to get that early warning signal. And the flipper comes sliding out, just pitching outside leg on that occasion. gone. Adam Gilchrist takes a thick outside edge. So Glenn McGrath has been brought back into the attack and he strikes immediately.
Yes, that's very disappointing from England's point of view. Knight's done the hard work. He's faced 57 balls and got 30 runs. And really, that was a shortish delivery going across the batsman. Obviously, in one-day cricket, you're going to be looking to try and score some runs. And really huge nick there. So McGrath is struck. Doesn't take him long, does it? He gets brought back into the attack, and more often than not, he makes something happen. So caught Gilchrist, bowled McGrath for 30, and it's 4 for 72.
Adam Holyoake, who for a while captained the England one-day side, did it with a bit of success in Sharjah. They had a victory in that tournament. But then his own form and the team form just fell away a bit. Alex Stewart is now doing the job. Both Stewart and Holyoake from the Surrey club in the county competition. Played well in the Texaco Trophy series that England won in '97. That was a 3-0 result to England. 2 slips for Holyoake. There weren't any slips at all with the left-hander Nick Knight on strike, but they didn't need them. Gilchrist covered plenty of territory.
Yes, just watch the delivery here. Just going across the left-hander, you could hear the huge snick there, and of course quite a bit of deflection as well. Gilchrist equal to the task. Might just have been a little bit of movement away from the left-hander.
Nick Knight's reaction there as well. I like Nick Knight as a cricketer. He's aggressive. I think England really should be trying to find a spot for him in the Test side. He's a good fielder, good catcher. But also the other thing I like about him, it hurts him when he gets out. Just look at his reaction after McGrath gets him. Damn it. He's not happy about getting out. And that's always a good sign. The man's got some pride in his play.
That's well run. So it looks as if Adam Holyoake's going to try and introduce a little bit of urgency into the running between the wickets here. Go for some short singles, but I suppose what really is going to make a difference is getting the bad balls away for 4. McGrath's not going to give them too many of those either. 1 for 13 his figures, and he's just about completed his 5th over, so he's being very mean indeed.
Waiting.
It's 4 for 73.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy, BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch.
Last ball this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the Ballilia today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Neil Fairbrother is on 20, Adam Holyoake on 2. And there's another change now at the Vulture Street end. It's going to be Damien Fleming replacing Glenn McGrath. 2 overs, 1 for 2. That last spell from McGrath gives him 6 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 14 overall. That's nicely played.
Yeah, a bit short that one, and well, you've got to take advantage of the loose deliveries, and that was well played.
2 slips for Fleming. Warne giving his bowlers plenty of support.
Yes, well, Adam Hollioake seems to be having a bit of a problem just outside off stump. He's playing from around about leg stump with his back foot there and just sparring at the ball outside off stump. I would have thought that he'd be thinking about perhaps cutting it, being a little bit more aggressive with the horizontal bat rather than trying to push with a straight bat.
He missed that one by a mile, way underneath it.
Yes, I think with Fairbrother playing pretty well, Hollioake struggling like this a bit, he's really got to just try and get bat on ball and get singles, just until such time as he gets the pace of it a bit. He's struggling at the moment. 16 balls for 2.
Brendan Julian was a long way off the rope there at third man. It would seem as though he's up to try and make sure that they don't get 2. Really had to hurry across there to cut that off and stop it going to the boundary.
No.
Blewett coming in very quickly, feeling square of the wicket.
It's 4 for 83.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy, BVS Laxmore is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch. Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Hollioake on 5, Fairbrother 26. It's 4 for 87. In the commentary position now, it'll be Bill Laurie, and with him Ian Healy.
Thank you, Ian Chappell. And England struggling on a pitch that's given the seamers some assistance here this afternoon. A little bit of movement off the seam. Fleming. Hollioake. Gone. Good catch. Adam Gilchrist diving away to his right. Never looked safe, Adam Hollioake. And Fleming strikes again.
Fleming hitting the pitch here quite hard. A little bit of leg cut. Outside edge. A great grab by Adam Gilchrist. England go to 5 for 87.
Yes, a little bit of extra bounce there from Fleming as well. It was quite a sharp delivery. Hollioake really struggled for his 5 off 20. It's 5 for 87. Mark Lane taking guard, and England really struggling here at the Gabba. 5 for 87. Second wicket for Damien Fleming. Just moved a bit off the seam and had a bit of bounce on it. Hollioake disappointed with this. Just really was fielding practice. Good take by Gilchrist. A lot of pressure now on Fairbrother. He's an experienced cricketer at the other end. This young guy. We really need to bat well here.
Adam Hollioake looking to run that through the vacant gully gap and only managed to edge it. Gilchrist moving away to his right, taking it really comfortably.
Struck that nicely. Just the single. It's turned out to be a seamer's pitch. Adam Dale bowled superbly with the new ball, so did McGrath. Fleming's chipped in with 2. Score around about 220 would be a good score on this pitch if they can get there.
The English batsmen haven't coped with the bounce and the seam of the new white ball, that's for sure. I would love to have seen them consolidate and not lose wickets at the top of the order, and they'll find that the going gets a little bit easier. But now, as the going gets easier as the ball flattens, they haven't got enough wickets to be able to take risks, and so Neil Fairbrother and Mark Lane are going to have to work the ball around and really build up an innings to get to some sort of total that their bowlers will bowl to.
So ball is gone, but that's a very good shot. Picked it early. Slowing down. Oh, photo finish. There's the third umpire again. Third umpire is Peter Parker. It's very, very quick. It was hard to pick up.
Interesting thing is where the foot will be when the hand connects with the ball. And it's on the rope. 4 runs to Neil Fairbrother. A tremendous shot. Those balls will be there. It's just got to stay positive and hit through those balls, and the runs will accumulate.
Slow delivery, picked it. Didn't quite get off the middle, but hit straight through the line. It was a great chase. Wonderful skills here, just a bit unlucky, the fieldsman. Five runs and a wicket for Fleming. It's 5 for 92.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy, BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch. Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
England won the toss, elected to bat. They're 5 for 92 after 29 overs. The first Carlton United match at the Gabba. Shane Warne to continue with his leg spinners. It's a little bit frustrating for Warne today. He's one bounce in front of him at slip, misfielded one. Whipper just pitched outside the line, a leg stump. He's bowling to Mark Lane with the field that's 5 men on the off, inside the circle, 2 on the on. It's nicely played, should get 2. He staggers, he struggles, he's close, he's gone! He's turned slowly, didn't he? He was always struggling. He doesn't realise he's been given out by umpire Tony McQuillan. I think he wants a replay. He really stumbled when he turned. Great bit of outfielding.
Then McGrath, one of the quickest fast bowlers around, on his legs as well as with the ball, and managed to get the throw very close. Elaine takes off there, great intensity there. The turn, a little bit of a slip, and that's all McGrath and the Australians needed to find him short of his ground. Tony McQuillan, without the help of the third umpire, gives the verdict. England really struggling now at 6 for 93.
Mark Eland, the new batsman, the right arm seamer, comes to the crease because Michael Lane was done like a dinner by McGrath. It was too quick and throw was too sharp. Nice little leg glance, it was a good shot. Always looked like it was 2, but he staggered and McGrath came in, pick up and throw. And he's well out.
Once again, from about the 30-metre circle, the throw, great pick-up by Gilchrist, out by quite some way.
It's all happening for the Australians at the moment, well on top. 30th over, England 6 for 93 after winning the toss. Pitch has helped the seamers. It's not a great batting pitch. Flipper. McGrath as well. Normal speed. This is what umpire Tony McQuillan would see.
Bowling, Shane.
The wicket has played with more assistance to the fast men than expected, and that's the story of how England have struggled. Wickets falling at regular intervals.
The Stewart out first ball today was a big blow for England.
Bowling, Warner.
When he throws it up, Mark Elam doesn't want to hit it.
Nick Knight showed some promise there with 30 of 57. And Neil Fairbrother still there, needs to really build that and bat with the tail to see how many runs they can eke out.
Bowled, Shane.
Not a lot of turn. You wouldn't expect too much turn on the pitch. It's got a little bit of grass. I think they probably sweated overnight with a lot of rain. The covers were down. Very humid this morning and this afternoon. Two runs and a run out up there from Warren, 6 for 94.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy, BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch.
Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
The Toyota Banner competition, a great success this summer. Worked very hard on that one. Warren is forward, well forward. Umpire Darryl Harper not moved.
The disappointment of Warren, we've seen it before many times. Elam moving forward, the possibility to hit the bat, possibility to hit outside off stump. He's got quite well forward there.
Bowling.
Warren, he's in the wars there. He crashed with Fairbrother. They were trying to get through for a single. Warren was across. Straight to point.
Once these two batsmen, especially Mark Elam, gets his eye on a little bit, that's the sort of ball you need to punish through a gap. Don't hit it so meaterly to the fielder. That should have been 4 runs.
Wait for the call here. Leg by.
It's a sign of the humidity that Warren's flipper is swinging pretty well. Even sometimes hitting the seam and coming into the right-handed batsman. Now that isn't going to change for the night, for the evening session. So the Englishmen are going to find these conditions to their liking as well. The flipper here coming out, seam up, swinging outside leg, and even nipping off the pitch as well. So the Englishmen are going to like this as well. It's their job now to make enough runs for their bowlers to have a dash at the Australians.
Talking about Neil Harvey, Fairbrother. Gets it away nicely. Could go for 4, and it does. Well played. Rooster River, he put it away. 6 for 106.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy, BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch.
Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
36 overs gone. Elam has 7, Fairbrother 43 from 74. England 6 for 114. That's the way the card looks at the moment. Knight out for 30. Stewart first ball. Wells 10, Hick 8, Hollyoak 5, and Lane ran himself out. It was his call. He went on McGrath's arm from 30 metres. He was out for 2, and Elam is on 7. Julian the bowler, and Elam taking strike.
So there's the innings so far. It's really been an up and down time for England. They keep losing wickets. Now this is beginning to look like a reasonably decent partnership. They're building this up quite nicely here. Whether or not it's too late, time will be the judge. It's nicely timed, and the field, of course, is very well set too. There are 2 men back on the boundary, a sweeper and a man at 45 degrees. So just 2 runs there. No boundaries in that area, not unless it's brilliantly struck and placed.
He's a good all-rounder, Mark Elam. He hasn't really made his name yet in England with either bat or ball, but he keeps chipping in with handy little scores. He's the son of a county cricketer from Kent, Alan Elam. I reckon you'll never see a better example of what we talk about taking wickets to keep the runs down. Here it is, 6 for 116. We're into the 37th over. And that little series of red dots there is the reason the run rate is so slow. Nothing better than knocking off a wicket to reduce the run rate at that particular time.
Oh, what a shot. He's timed that one well. It's going straight down the ground. Will it get there? Well, what a good shot. Lovely straight hit. And it was very close to the line. Umpire wants clarification, but what a lovely strike.
Almost in the same spot where we had that New Zealand batsman actually hit the rope. Dion Nash. And to Dorothy.
It certainly is, by about a foot, perhaps just a little less. Oh, what a lovely straight drive. In the air, and yes, got him. No trouble at all. That one hit the front edge, and Ponting was very quick. He changed direction there, kept his eye on the ball and caught it, and Elam is not happy. He was just beginning to get things moving. So that's very unfortunate. Let's just have another look at this. That's the 6, straight down the ground. Beautifully struck it was. It really went high. He was down the pitch to it and came down just over the line, down by the side screen. 6 inches over the line. And then, of course, this one, the ball just moving away towards slip a little bit. It pitched outside leg stump, but that is well taken. He changed direction there quickly. So Julian has got himself a wicket here. 1 for 29, his figures. And that is the end of Elam. Out for 14. It's 7 for 122. Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh, boy. VVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch.
Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the Ballilia today, and that is an absolute pearl.
So 39 overs have been bowled now. and it's 7 for 128. England struggling in this first of the Carlton United one-day matches. Blewett continuing. Oh, just a little bit of swing there for him, and back into the left-hander, but Fairbrother doing a pretty good job. He's really working it around the field, picking up a lot of singles. He's now moved on to 46. May have been a bit of bat in that one, a bit of bat and pad, I'd say. And yes, 4 runs given. So he tried to get it fine. He probably got it a little finer than he thought.
Yeah, nice shot. Got himself into good position, and it was genuinely off the face of the bat. 133 off, 39.2 now. And those batsmen out. Knight 30, Stewart first ball, Wells 10, Hick 8, and unlucky. Hollyoake 5, Elaine 2, and Elam 14.
Yes, Neil Fairbrother, Neil Harvey Fairbrother. Yep. Yes, Fairbrother, named after Neil Harvey, and apparently Neil Harvey was his mum. His mum's name is Barbara, her favourite cricketer. So they call him Neil Harvey Fairbrother, and he's been a pretty good cricketer for Lancashire over the years.
Neil Harvey Fairbrother is 35, and it was during the 53, 56 and 61 tours of England that Neil Harvey made the most enormous impression. And here it's 7 for 134.
Yes, that wide delivery is going to have to be re-bowled. Yes, I think he tried to bowl an off-cutter there and just lost it a little wide of the off stump. Eight runs from the over. Good one for England. 7 for 136.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh, boy. BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century. Now he's taken a catch. Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
So Fairbrother just 3 short of a half century off 80 balls. A lot depends on him now if England are going to get a reasonably decent score. Yes, it's quite interesting. There's a bit of movement on the pitch, so I think we can gather from that England, who like that sort of surface, may bowl quite well. Depends really on how well Australia play and how well they start, I suppose. But with this cloud around, the ball normally swings and seams around a little bit, which it's done. That cloud blowing past the southern side of the ground, going across to the southwest. So we seem to have got away with any problems here this evening.
Fairbrother 47 from 82 balls now. One of the things he will have looked at with the experience he has of limited overs matches is what sort of target England might set. Now, when they lost their wickets early and then there's a bit of a collapse in mid-innings, he'd have to change his mind 2 or 3 times.
Clean bowling, that's very good bowling, right up in the block hole, on off stump, and that's a big wicket. McGrath keeps doing it, doesn't he? He gets brought back again, and once again he produces the goods.
This was just about perfect. Fraction away in the air. It started round about middle, I reckon, and then hit off. Just brilliant to watch. 8 for 136.
Darren Gough is the new batsman, a very popular member of this England team. A real trier with the ball, and well, when he gets it right with the bat, he's quite a powerful hitter. Nothing all that special about those figures, averaging over 10, mind you. It'll be interesting to see how he goes. Right, let's have another look at this beautiful ball from Glenn McGrath. See if you can pick the movement here. Seam again bowled upright. It was, yes, it went out for sure and just beat the outside edge. Very good bowling. Went quite late as well. Oh, that's close. That's close. He's, no, he's not out. McGrath thought he had him.
He wasn't far away either. Again, that's darted in the air. He might have been a millimetre outside off stump, but no more. Eight for 137 now. McGrath one ball away from finishing his 8th over as 2 for 17.
Oh, good delivery. Well, he had no idea where that one was. Croft sort of ducking into it, I think. Well, 1 run and a wicket. It's 8 down for 137. Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh, boy. BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century. Now he's taken a catch.
Last ball this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Final over of the innings for England, so they'll be looking for a big one. Darren Gough is on strike. He's on 13 from 20 deliveries faced. And Croft is on 24. Warren to bowl the last over.
Put on a handy 30 here, these two. They've done a very good job. And, see if they can't continue for the last over.
It's been steady progress at the end of the innings. You can see how the innings has ebbed and flowed almost with the loss of wickets. Every time a wicket has been lost, things have slowed down. Has clever bowling from Shane Warne. Really threw that one high and wide to Croft.
All the fielders on the ring, the infielders are on the circle, which is 30 metres. High and wide. Croft giving himself a little bit of room, nearly outfoxed himself. And the throw was a little bit slow to get back. Not slow, but not quick enough to trap Gough running out.
Hit that one pretty well. That's a handy boundary.
As I mentioned, this has been a handy partnership, and that is a very good shot. To hit the ball square of the wicket against the spin from the area where it landed, full of a length, picked the gap beautifully with that innovation. or improvisation and timed it sweetly for 4. Warney won't be happy.
He's having a problem with perspiration. I'm not surprised, it is very humid. And I think the reason why Shane's not using his shirt, it's probably wet through, wringing wet from having been bowling. It wasn't that he couldn't afford the dry cleaning bills.
It's a classic example, Ian, of the sort of role a vice captain has to play. They only get asked for their thoughts when the team's in trouble, and here we go. He doesn't want to wipe the ball himself, gives it to the vice captain. And at this stage, showing his inexperience, Mark Waugh, and completing the task for the skipper.
You reckon he'll get it for all time now? Just wide of Ricky Ponting. So the final ball from Shane Warne. Once again, he goes to the pitch to just dry off the hands. Mid-wicket. Darren Gough has hit it too well, so a good finish for England, and in particular Darren Gough. It's 8 for 178. We'll be back here at the Gabba for the chase in half an hour. We'll see you then.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy, BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch. Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the Ballilia today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Alex Stewart and his men on the way out with the 2 umpires right on their heels, as a matter of fact. Darryl Harper and Tony McQuillan. They've made the decisions here. They've passed the information on to the umpire, to the 2 captains and to the match referee. And now it's up to England to defend their new target. Originally, it was going to be 50 overs for the Australians to make 179. Now it's well, it's both easier and more difficult. They're going to have 10 wickets in hand still. They don't lose anything from that point of view. But that is the situation. Their innings has been reduced to 36 overs. So they've got to make the required figure from 36 overs, which will be 153 from 36 overs. And 1 bowler can bowl 8 overs maximum, and 4 bowlers can bowl 7 overs maximum. And the fielding restrictions are there for 10 overs rather than 15. So that's Australia's innings reduced to 36 overs. And the target, as I understand it, is 153. 1 bowler can bowl 8 overs maximum, 4 bowlers 7 overs maximum, and fielding restrictions 10 overs. And then in the commentary box, William Morris-Laurie awaits us, and I'm hot-footing it down to join him.
Thank you, Richie. Good evening all. Well, this is going to be a lot of fun here at the Gabba. 153 the target. It's going to be Gilchrist and Mark Waugh to open the batting for Australia. Darren Gough from the members' end to take up the attack for England. 2 slips in. Third man, point cover mid-off on the offside, on the onside at mid-on, square leg and a deep fine leg. Still very hot. The ball should swing. It's going to be the right arm speedster Darren Gough. That's a wide first up. A run on the board for Australia. Reduced target, reduced overs at the Gabba. Bit of in swing there, but The line was way off target. That's the assignment now. 152 off 35.5 overs. It's a better line. Should be a little bit of movement off the seam. The covers would have sweated slightly with the heat and the rain. So we'll see some swing and movement in these early overs with the new ball. Good combination, Gilchrist and Mark Waugh. Gilchrist with 3 one-day international hundreds already. Yep. Mark Waugh off the mark. Adam Gilchrist, tremendous striker of the ball, wonderful strike rate, 300s and 450s, a good average of 34, but strike rate of 85.8. And when he opens the innings, it's 90. So he'll try and blast away while the field's up for the first 10 overs this evening. He's facing a class act in Darren Gough, operating from the members' end. Very hot night, crowd have stayed. Gilchrist goes for it, gets it down to third man on the bounce. He's off the mark. That's the way he plays. If you put it with some width, he'll crash it away. He can play pull shot superbly. He's also a very good cutter.
Yeah, that's what he does early in the innings. He plays it quite deliberately, and sometimes deliberately plays it even finer than that. The one thing about it is England will know that that's a favourite stroke of his, and they'll work on it.
Mark Waugh rides it to second slip. Also a very good record in the top order. Excellent average, fine strike rate. 1100s already in 3350s. That's a wonderful record.
Yeah, they're good figures. It's sometimes, it's more difficult because you're up against the new ball early on, but sometimes easier because you know you've got the opportunity of playing a long innings. But you are up against the best fast bowlers available.
It's almost a wide and it's called. A lot of swing there for Gough. He'll direct it again. And Gough is always trying to bowl you out. Ball pitched and went wide, almost between first and second slip. Darren Gough, as always, giving 110%. He'll be looking for the outswing with the new ball, and later on hope to get the reverse swing working with the Yorker. Fine shot, bounces over point, that should go for 4. It's a good start by the Australian pair. It's none for 8.
An unbelievable catch. Oh boy, BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch. Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Australian none for 8. Last delivery from Gough had a bit of width on it. Mark Waugh pounced on it, hit it hard into the ground. Very strong square of the wicket. Bounced it over the head of gully, races away. Now it's going to be Alan Mullally in the Stanley Street end. Should bowl well here tonight. Whilst good control. There's the advantage to swing the ball away from the left-hander towards the slip. Beats him, beautiful delivery.
Now that's very good. I thought Mullally bowled well in the Test matches. Just once or twice he went off the boil, but then didn't play in Sydney on the basis that the pitch wouldn't suit him. But that was a beautiful delivery. It swung, and then after it's pitched, it's gone even further away from the left-hander Gilchrist. Man down at deep third man is in some 10-15 metres from the boundary.
What Morelli has shown on this tour is he's quite accurate. He'll swing it away from the left-hander and just angle the ball across the right hand of Mark Waugh at a good pace. Really, he's a beautiful bowler. The batsman could make a lot of runs. He'll be a match winner for them at one-day and Test level.
Well, I said at the start of the series that he was the key man for England, and I thought he bowled pretty well. He didn't bowl as well as he should have. Didn't bowl as consistently all the way through, but I think I was more right than wrong.
Short, well fielded. Lane at cover point. Well, he's got the advantage. He's 6'4", 6'5". His left arm, he swings the ball, he's accurate. Sometimes he looks a bit lazy, but he's quite competitive, as we saw with McGrath in Melbourne. Doesn't do much wrong there. It's well bowled again. That's the one that's coming in from off to leg. Always going to be very dangerous when you can swing it out and angle it back in. This ball coming in from off to leg. Good bounce as well.
There is a bit of bounce in this pitch. Kevin Mitchell Jr. generally manages to have some bounce there, even if the ball turns for the spinners. And both captains said they reckoned this was a beauty. Lovely strip. Good for cricket.
Well played by Gilchrist. Happy with a single. Mark Waugh. It's well bowled, swings back into Waugh, wraps him on the pads. Good over, it's none for 9.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy. BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch. Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Australia none for 9. Goff needs to bowl good over here to Gilchrist. Oh, he crashes him. Oh, what a shot. Beautiful. Superb square drive.
And the first thing they're going to learn about Gilchrist is that you've got to take your chance and keep the ball up to him. He bowls short. He's very powerful on the pull shot, and he is a magnificent player with the horizontal bat shot on the offside. Very wristy. It's not just a flailing bat. He does it well. He knows precisely what he's doing. And you've got to keep the ball up to him, make him play forward. Don't give him room off the back foot.
Exciting player. He's prepared to take you on in the first 10 overs, which is a restriction tonight for field placings. Goes again. This time it's through cover. Better shot. The outfield slowed down a bit, but I think it'll make the rope again. Beautifully played. I remember it's Darren Goff bowling as well.
Darren Goff will know he's bowling out there against someone who's been sent in. Once again, it's the ball that's short. It wasn't a forward stroke that he played there. He didn't play a drive off the front foot. It was still the square cut off the back foot. Got to get the ball up. Not easy to do, but It's the only way against Gilchrist. There's only one slip in there now. Man at Gully moving in.
Let's that one go. Good line from Goff. Now he's pumped up. Already 300s. Strike rate of 85. Keeps wickets well. Good cricketer.
Now the field restrictions apply for only 10 overs instead of 15 now. So after 10 overs, they're able to have more than the 2 men they're permitted at the moment outside the field restriction circle.
It's well placed again. It'll beat cover. Lane, he dives, he misses, slips. It's all happening. Oh, and he's gone over again. He's had a good night. Run out, going for the second. It's all happening.
When you're playing your first limited overs international in Australia, this is not quite the way you want it to go. He ran himself out. And it's worse if you have it on the big screen on the ground and a capacity crowd here.
It's great value. Very good start by Gilchrist as well. He's raced to 13 all of a sudden, Australia none for 20. That's a fine shot. That could go for 4 as well. Finally, he's coming in a dive. No, he doesn't. What an over. 15 so far off Darren Goff. It was expensive in the first over. 8 in the first over. He's getting a pasting.
He's on the pads. In just about the same position for both right and left-hander, on the pads for the right-hander, and giving Gilchrist that bit of room off the back foot for Gilchrist being the left-hander.
Oh, he beats him. 15 off the over, none for 24.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy, BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch. Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the Ballilia today, and that is an absolute pearl.
It's none for 24, Australia. Mullally. He's got him, has he? Big noise, he's bowled him. What a good delivery. Alan Mullally hits back for England.
It's excellent bowling, just following up the first over, which was outstanding. And Alan Mullally has just given the selectors a little bit of a nudge, having been left out of that Sydney Test match. He's got a touch to prove here. That was a super delivery. It's come back inside the defensive stroke, pitched just outside off stump, and has, I reckon, hit the top of, might just have clipped the top of the bail.
Magnificent delivery. Gilchrist has gone for 13. It's 1 for 24. Ricky Ponting at number 3. Mullally with his tail up. Just the 2 slips in. Gets him fine. Then a fine leg. Goff's coming around. It's coming back for the second. Not a great throw. Darren Goff.
I was betting against Ponting being able to get back for 2 there. This is the one that got Gilchrist. That is an absolute cracker. And Gilchrist not sure what happened. He's just turned around to have a very quick look. Oh, a beauty.
This field by Knight at point. Beautiful delivery. Just clipped the pad, I think. Seam back. Pad took the off bail. Down, it falls to the ground. Out bowled. Just took the bail. Coat of varnish. That's all you need. Australia 1 for 26. Oh, that's well bowled. If that swung back a bit more, there'd been a big shout for LB.
Well, it only seemed to be a faint touch, but it may well have deflected the ball. just a little bit high as well.
Well bowled. He'll try and swing the ball into the right-hander. It's a very good over. A wicket and 2 runs conceded. It's 1 for 26.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy, BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch.
Last ball this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the Ballilia today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Australian innings reduced to 36 overs because of the rain break. Goff continues. War pushes it nicely to cover. Very difficult for the fieldsmen at the moment. They're slipping and sliding inside the circle. Very warm evening at the Gabba. Full house. It's a bad ball, another wide. Sure would have bowled Darren Goff this over unless he does something special. He's all over the ship.
Need to bear in mind they've got a wet ball out there. We know it's been very humid and hot all day, but each time the ball's run over the outfield, it will have picked up some moisture. That won't make it any easier for the bowlers, one of England's problems.
It's a better line. Well, they're brought up under these conditions, the Englishmen. County cricket and one-day games played in different conditions, wet outfields. Should be experienced enough to get their line somewhere about off stump. Mullally's on line. Goff needs to get there as well. One of his pads pointing into the gap. Should be at least 3 Mullally's coming around. Ponting and Mark Waugh very strong off their pads. You drift onto your pads, they'll work you either forward or backward or square. This was a fine shot. There's Goff close to stump, just working it down the leg side, and Ponting played that superbly. Good footwork, nice balance. Knocked away by Goff, hard into the ground by Mark Waugh. A little bit of in-swing then from Goff. It was a bit fuller, straighter. Oh, on the pads again. That's fruit for the sideboard, really, is poor bowling. Defending just 153. He cannot afford to bowl into pads. Right arm over the wicket.
Goff has hardly managed to bowl anything in the correct spot to the first 3 batsmen. And if he has bowled it in the correct spot, then the batsman's played and missed. He's angling the ball into the right-handers all the time, which is all right if he starts at 18 inches outside off stump.
Stewart putting a leg slip in He's taken a second step out and put into a leg slip position. And struck to mid-on. 9 off the over. 1 for 35.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy, BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch. Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the Ballilia today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Australia 1 for 35 in good time. It's a 36 over match. The target's 153. Bit of lightning around the Gabba. And Mullally, he's probably the key in this early stage for England because he's so accurate and he's hostile. And he'll try and swing it back into the right-hander.
Reduced to 36 overs, target score 153, and you don't have a match unless each side has faced 25 overs.
What Mullally will be trying to do, and that's why fast left-handers are so hard to play if you're a right-handed batsman, he'll be trying to get the ball to go down and swing back into the right-hander. And he'll angle the odd one towards the slip for variation.
Mullally 1 for 3 at the moment. It's a good exercise for Mullally further to push his claims with the England selectors. They know he's bowled well in the test matches. Entirely different type of game in the limited overs internationals, where he's not just concentrating on taking wickets but keeping the runs down as well. Sometimes in the test matches you're in a position where you don't care at all about runs. But Mullally has a big chance here.
Yes, he got 336 against Queensland on Friday night as well here. He's sharpish. 336 off 8. Got the openers out. Oh, he's charged him. He's hit it beautifully, Mark Waugh. Used his feet, took him on and got away with it. That's a good reply from an experienced batsman who averages 37 with a high strike rate. Well, he just gave him not a lot of width. He went to the onside, Mark Waugh, and opened up some room for himself. Here he goes. Crashes it down the ground.
Now the problem comes because the ball has raced over the wet outfield. It's needed the towel to dry it off.
And he drifts onto the pads to keep it straight, and he works him beautifully. Coming back for the third. That's excellent running. Good cricket. Crowd love it.
The crowd's been very good. They've just about everyone stayed, even though the light rain came and annoyingly held things up. And they will get 36 overs or less, depending on what happens in the game itself. And it's always quite exciting here where the target figure is increased. And even though the side batting second has got 10 wickets in hand, it does make it a little bit harder. The fielding side does need to take wickets, though.
Eight runs off the over from Mullally. It's 1 for 43.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy, BVS Laxman is having day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch. Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the Ballilia today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Gilchrist bowled by Mullally for 13. It's 1 for 24. All of a sudden it's 1 for 44. Ponting on 6, Mark Waugh looking very solid on 22 of 19 balls faced. Mullally continues. Man out short cover in a catching position. It's one of his pads, just the single. Great atmosphere, the lights on, crowd have stayed despite the drizzle. The run chase is on in earnest. Well bowled and well played. Slow delivery, Ponting just not too hard at it. He's been caught once or twice driving at the ball. Short cover and in the gully. Test matches earlier on. Watch here, he checks the shot here. Doesn't go too hard at it.
That's nicely bowled. He's been swinging the ball early on. He swung it just a little bit. May have stopped now, so he's concentrating on pushing it across the two right-handers, going towards the wicket-keeper and the two slips.
Glance. Finally cuts it off. They've moved Goff to mid-on position. Put the faster Elam down at fine leg. Well, having a bit of trouble with his footholds. Man going for very short cover. Catching position. That's Robert Croft.
Alan Mullally worried Mark Waugh down in Melbourne, and he's just changed his tactics a little now, starting off to push the ball away from the right-handers, two of them, Ponting and Mark Waugh. He's now taken that man Bill Laurie is talking about out to short cover, in just the spot where Mark Waugh is known to loft the ball a little, particularly if he's coming down just before the bowler bowls.
Oh, beautiful delivery. He's got him. Yes, inside edge. That's beautiful bowling on Mullally. Knocked over the inform Mark Waugh, and England in this match at 2 for 46.
Indeed they are. That was beautifully bowled. He actually got that to swing back, and that's no mean feat with a wet ball that they have to keep drying. He's pushed it away from the right-handers before this. Then he's got that one to come back a bit. Thick inside edge for Alex Stewart, and Mullally has done it again. He's got 2. 2 for 46.
Damien Martin, the new batsman, Ian Botham and Tony Gregg, the new commentators. It's all happening.
It certainly is, Bill. Damien Martin on strike. Last ball of the over. And allowed to go through to the wicketkeeper. That's a good over. Good from England's point of view. That target remains 153.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh, boy. BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch. Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the Ballilia today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Right, the reduced target 106 to win now because we've had some rain. Oh, what a catch! No, did he catch it? Yes, he did. I think, yes, he's giving him out. Well, I tell you what, he caught it and threw it up, but just for a second, there were a few heads turned.
Well, there's a feeding out there, but there's nothing wrong with that. Holyoake took the catch, and you've got to have it under control to throw it in the air. Here he is, leading edge. It's a good catch. He dives in, he catches it, takes the catch, then throws it away. I think that's a great piece of fielding, and that's what England need. A couple of quick wickets, and we've seen the Australians choke a bit already in Melbourne.
Yeah, bad shot from Ponting, no doubt about that. 3 for 47. Right, well, the man who's in great form, Greg Blewett, has now arrived at the crease. He's taken over from Ponting. Once again, Ponting playing a shot on the move and getting a front edge. Oh, well bowled. Yes, just have a look at the shot from Ponting. I don't think he's going to enjoy this replay too much. He has a bit of a problem. His back leg keeps coming around and closing the face on the ball, and the ball ends up going off the front edge. Just watch it comes away, tries to play it on the onside, and then at the last minute even his bottom hand is coming in. There's the catch taken. Up she goes. Absolutely easy. Yes, he's on the move again, that right leg coming around, and well, he's just going to have to work on that little problem he's having. We see him having it quite often. It's well bowled again and well left.
Now, he gets that front foot planted, and then he ends up playing around it. So the bat actually has to come almost round the front leg and then try and straighten it. Never straightened, leading edge in the air, and Mullally gets the wicket. Interesting thing though, speaking to Mike Atherton the other day, he actually rates the man that's come to the wicket now, Greg Blewett, he thinks is the best middle order player in Australia, which is an interesting statement.
So what you're saying, that Michael Atherton thinks that Greg Blewett's a better player than Steve Waugh?
Well, I think you're talking about two ends of the spectrum, aren't you? I think everyone's been talking about the Langers, the Pontings, the Elliots, the Damien Martins, the guys that are coming in. I mean, it's very hard to fault that man. He's the best man in world cricket at the moment, for my money, and I've always said that he's the first guy I'd put on my team sheet. Everything he does, you like the way he does it and why he does it. But I think really what Mike Atherton was probably talking about more than that is the younger players, the ones that are coming into the game.
How about that book he's reading, Sins of the Brother? That's interesting.
Must have a lot of pictures in it. A lot of pictures in it, Steve?
The wicket maiden, well bowled, 3 for 48.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy, BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch. Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Yes, so there's the score. They need another 100 to win, and the required run rate's just over 4, and they're going at 4.8. So we've got a pretty good match on our hands here. This wicket's got a bit in it. The outfield's a little bit damp, and that run rate is, well, it's not a foregone conclusion. No. And of course 3 wickets are down. So, well, this looks like a pretty good game, and we've got Bevan due to come in next, and Julian, then the bowlers, Warren, Fleming, Dale and McGrath. So I think this could be a pretty exciting game.
Waiting!
What would England give? Let's see a couple more zeros in that column. I have to say that they made it half themselves, letting Australia get away to a bit of a flyer. Would have been disciplined bowling. But, dragging it back. Good variation of pace again from Mark Elam. Keeps you guessing. Not a great variation in pace, but just enough to make you adjust. Almost floats up there, doesn't it?
Right, well, dot ball so far all the way through this over. So this is turning out to be a good one. It's this little bit of extra pressure that these dot balls, the balls that aren't score-off, bring to bear on the batting side. They then, from time to time, feel that they've got to move it on somehow, and they play a shot that they wouldn't otherwise play and get out. So this is a good over. Oh, he's got him, exactly, that's happened. Little bottom edge, blue, it's gone, no doubt about that. Well, you see, there we are. You have 5 dot balls, and he starts to get a little bit edgy. And now Blewett has gone for that cut shot, got a little bottom edge, and it's gone straight to the keeper.
Well, we saw what happened to Australia under pressure in Melbourne with the bat. And who knows, another wicket, and you start to get into the all-rounders come bowlers. Blewett's gone, a big wicket for England that. He's gone without scoring. And now it's 4 for 48.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy, BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch.
Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Well, Michael Bevan is the new batsman. He and both of them getting a little bit excited here in the commentary box, but until such time as the England side see the back of this man, well, then absolutely anything can happen, because he's got a wonderful record.
Well, I have a question for you then, Greggy. Why is he coming in at 6, averaging nearly 60 with the bat in 89 matches, one-day internationals? I'm afraid that you'll have to explain to me.
Right, well, I'll come back to that in a second. Just have a look at this. These are the highest averages in one-day international cricket by Australians. Max Kruger tells me the criteria here is 250 runs. So look at him, he's head and shoulders above the rest of them. You know, way, way ahead of all the other players. He's got a margin of 10 in point of fact in world cricket, let alone the Australian cricket. So that's his average. Now you combine that with his strike rate, a wonderful strike rate as well. He's such a good player, and he plays so well too with the lower order. We've seen him play some wonderful knocks for Australia. Obviously he's had a few problems with the odd short ball, and it frustrates him, no doubt, that he doesn't play Test cricket. We read from time to time how frustrated he is. But he's a really good... Oh, what a delivery! Another one's gone. Well, Mulholland through the defences, absolutely no trouble at all. Damien Martin didn't look as if he knew anything about that one. What a delivery. When Mulholland's firing, he really is firing.
Well, that's a pretty good delivery, isn't it? It's not going to get... the only thing you do when you're a batsman, you get one of those, you pray it goes over the top. That really is high-quality delivery. And Mulally causing all kinds of problems. Australian camp now, 5 for 48.
Well, there's a message in those figures. He doesn't waste too much time. That strike rate's right up there to run a ball almost. But the average needs to be worked on a little bit. Only 8 matches. And Julian, the all-rounder, obviously a nice striker of the ball. If he gets going, it can be pretty useful as well. And of course, you add to that his bowling. Pretty good cricketer. Well, England all of a sudden have got the Aussies on the hop. Well, that's got to be close. Oh, yes. Well, he went forward and he got the benefit of the doubt. The umpire there just asking him to settle down a little bit. England thought they'd got him. Let's see if we can pick up the line here. Well, it pitched. Oh, I think it must have been very close to pitching just outside leg stump.
Well, that's got to swing in, hasn't it, to get the LBW on his half forward. Well, Mullally's entitled to ask the question, and he's asked it. And like most quick bowlers, he doesn't always agree with what the umpire says, but he gets on with it.
Oh, that's well played. Yes, it didn't swing in. There's no doubt about that. So very hard to get an LBW from left arm over the wicket. Right, well, that brings up the 50. Right, let's have a look at the last 2 dismissals now. Blewett, of course, was the first to go. He was out. Elam was the bowler here. This one just outside off stump, nipping back a little bit. Bottom edge, caught behind. And then the next one, good bowling. In fact, this is a second replay of that one. Let's have another look. There we go. Nick, easily caught.
No!
Right, he's going to get a cheer for that over. It was a very good one. Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh, boy. BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century. Now he's taken a catch.
Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Needing a revised target of 153 to win this match against England, the first in the Carlton and United series of limited overs internationals. Bear in mind, Sri Lanka lurking in the background, ready to play England tomorrow night here on the same ground. That's the situation. 89 needed and 5 wickets in hand. 2 batsmen in the moment, Bevan on 10 and Julian on 6.
Interesting bowling change by Alex Stewart, and this could crack the game wide open either way. Darren Gough was very expensive in his first 3 overs, but he is a wicket taker, and that's exactly what they need just to get into the Australian lower order.
No.
Earlier in the day, the Australians did very well to restrict England to 8 for 178. It was a fine performance. Needed a partnership for the 9th wicket of 42 to get England up and able to set something realistic. Darren Gough was one of the 2 men who did that. He finished up with 23 not out from 24 balls. Robert Croft 26, and Alex Stewart got a first bowler up at the top there, LBW to Adam Dale. The Australian bowlers did well. Neil Fairbrother 47, and Glenn McGrath 2 for 24. Lovely exhibition of pace bowling from him. 2 wickets for Dale, 2 for Fleming, and 1 for Julian.
Stewart's re-employed 2 slips, just 3 on the offside within the ring for Gough and Brendan Julian. Looking to induce something here. It's 3 miss-hits he's created, 2 attempted cut shots, and that one more on the front foot. Brendan Julian just must settle, watch the ball, work it around, and stay with Michael Bevan. He'll do the job. Brendan Julian more than capable of doing the job if Michael Bevan disappears, but The real job will be done by Michael Bevan here.
Right, go!
Well, that target originally for Australia was 179, revised to 153 from 36 overs. Mark Waugh out for 23, Gilchrist 13, Ponting 8 and 2 ducks, Martin and Blewett. That's a lovely stroke. When we come back and look at that on the replay, we'll see that it's quite brilliant and perfectly executed. 5 for 68.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh, boy. BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century. Now he's taken a catch. Last ball this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
A delightful stroke from Brendan Julian to take it to 85 runs to win for Australia. 5 for 68 they are. Wasn't quite the over he'd have dreamt about last night as make him a star. Started off with that, and that was the best of the first three. Darren Gough was steaming in from the Stanley Street end. 2 miscues. Third. And then this made up for everything. Beautiful stroke.
Great batting by Brendan Julian that previous over, or the last ball anyway, where he did settle, gather himself and watch the ball. That delivery was there to hit. The other three maybe weren't as there to hit. And he just leant on it, timed it, didn't have to hit it hard, timed it beautifully, which is one of the fortes of his batting. Always going to hit the boundary, Brendan Julian, if he times the ball decently. Very, very long hitter. That's all he's got to do to accompany Michael Bevan. Hollyoaks line there now again is very important. Very difficult, very low margin for error bowling to Michael Bevan. He can play wide on the offside, he can play on the leg side. That ball probably right on middle stump. That's where he needs to stay.
Right.
I was talking with Ian Healy a little earlier about Hollyoake and the way he just makes a secret thing of the ball as he's turning and coming in. Sometimes I've looked at him through binoculars and I've been able to pick what he's going to do, but he keeps changing his method. Now, sometimes he has his fingers way down the seam like that.
Wait. No.
Excellent bowling again. No matter how his fingers are on the seam and how much he's covering it up, he must maintain that control because of the small total that he's bowling to. Alex Stewart's desperate to keep the field in and not give easy singles away. The bowler's control's got to be good.
Alex Stewart's gone for the appeal, and that's managed to stop the wide being called. 5 for 68.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh, boy. BVS
VVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch.
Last ball this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Australia 594, getting themselves into winning position with this partnership. It's 5 for 48 at one stage, and they batted very sensibly. Just the one boundary to Julian. Godfrey knocked him over. Well, there you go. Croft bowled very well under the conditions. Big breakthrough.
He's just lost patience there, Brendan Julian. He'd been batting so well, striking the ball nicely, but the scoring rate had just been slowed a little by some good bowling last couple of overs. Very accurate bowling there from Robert Croft, and an important wicket. Julian is gone, and Australia have lost their 6th wicket with 94 on the board.
Captain Shane Warne with a very good strike rate of 79, average of 12. Good hitter of the ball. Croft continues. Full pitch. Very big wicket for England, that by Robert Croft.
Brendan Julian looking for the hit down the ground, looking to hit over mid-off. Wasn't any turn there. I think Croft may have sensed that he was coming and given him the top spinner.
Orange off the mark. Bevan will try and control the strike for a while here. New batsman at the crease.
Brendan Julian involved in a very good partnership, 46-run partnership, of which he contributed 23. Umpire McQuillan repairing the damage.
Bevan can't beat mid-wicket.
Michael Bevan given a life. Alex Stewart was busy appealing for an LBW. It appeared as though Bevan had got an inside edge.
Nicely played. There's 2 sweepers forward and backward a square leg, just the single. It's a good spell by Croft. Greasy ball. Not a lot of purchase. Keeping the ball up. Allowing the batsman to play square of the wicket. The short pitch deliveries. Warne cuts and misses. 6 for 96.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy, VVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch.
Last ball this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Alex Stewart making a change at the members' end. Michael Lane coming into the attack. Medium pacer. He's bowling to Michael Bevan.
Yes, he's not much above medium pace, just watching him in the warm-up. But quite a rhythmical action.
Every dot ball so important from England. They'll peg Australia back. A little bit more pressure on the batsman, hit boundaries. Bevan not hit a boundary yet. 21 off 42 balls faced. Dropped when he was 12 by Stewart. Good hit. Down to long irons, carrying, bounces, 4 runs.
He brings up the 100 for Australia. Has the uncanny knack of being able to hit boundaries when they're needed, Michael Bevan. He'll just play along, keeping a reasonable strike rate, and suddenly he senses the timing of a match, and when he needs to take hold of a game, he has the ability to do it just at the right moment.
In the air and safe. Chips it over. Short cover. Tended stroke. Putting pressure on Mark Owain, first over.
The other thing that this will do, it helps Shane Warne down the other end. He probably feels like he's got to come in and get things moving quickly. Now with Michael Bevan hitting a boundary, picking up a few runs early in the over, it just allows Warne to just have a look at a couple. He's going to have to play a bit of a role here if Australia are going to get up and win. Michael Bevan, 3,000 runs in international cricket now.
Average of 58. Well, good shot again. There's a man down there. Long on. Wells does the fielding, just a single.
Michael Bevan's definitely liked the look of what he's seen of Mark Elaine. Probably seen him quite a bit when he's playing county cricket for both Yorkshire and Sussex. 3,000 runs now in 89 matches at the excellent average of 58, plus a good strike rate. That's a terrific record.
Certainly is. It's the best going around, and he's cool under pressure in the one-day game. Warne strikes it nicely to cover. No run. It's 1 ball remaining in this over. Seven runs off the over, a good one for Australia. 6-103.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy, VVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch. Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the Ballilia today, and that is an absolute pearl.
Well, Elam has bowled pretty well. In fact, he's bowled extremely well. 6 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 13. That's very economical bowling. Now, he's got 1 over to finish now. So that'll be him out of the way. Goff has a possible 2. He's been a little erratic this evening. Holyoake 2 and Croft 2. So this could be a very important over. Elam. Bevan looking for the second.
Can't get 2 there. Ooh, but you might from the overthrow. Pick up your hand on the way.
Yes, they look as if they want a 2 somewhere, don't they? A 2 or a 4, just to get things back to level pegging again. 35 balls, 37 to win.
Capacity crowd here today, and hardly anyone has gone home. They waited. They know about the weather here, and they waited for the shower, the very light shower, to clear. Reduced game, 14 overs chopped off the Australians' availability, and then runs reduced as well for the target.
17,153 people here today, and still some tickets available tomorrow. And that could be quite a good game too. England playing against Sri Lanka. So they're the numbers that you need to call. There are still some tickets available. 131931 or 0734046 And what's more, there'll be tickets available at the gate first up tomorrow morning as well. Oh, he's got it, and this is going to be out. He's missed the stumps. Oh, he's hit the stumps. He flicked the stumps. Well, he's gone from a real struggle to pulling off the run out that could make the difference in the test match. That's beautifully fielded.
Mullally in Melbourne, Elaine in Brisbane at the Gabba. Great moment for him after a few little problem areas early on. He's gathered this in beautifully. Off balance, you couldn't be more off balance than that, and he's thrown down the stumps. 7 for 117.
Well, 41 matches and a highest score of 5 not out, mind you. An average of 7.5 and a strike rate, well, of 43 and thereabout. Bevan is being, well, he's being left on his own here. He's got Dale and McGrath to come. I don't think we're being selfish to Fleming. He hasn't faced one yet, but and he's quite capable with the bat. But let's have another look at the run out. This is a pretty special moment. Lane has been given a bit of a hard time in the field, and he picks this one up, and have a look at that. Away goes the bail. He did it very well indeed. It was a diving stop and then an accurate throw. At the end of the over, 7 for 118.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh boy, BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century, now he's taken a catch.
Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
So 27 from 18 now, and well, Bevan is going to have to do something. Mind you, he does have the habit of leaving it right until the end. I think he, rather than take any risks right now, he'll look to push ones and twos, get it right down to that last over. That's when he needs to make sure he's got the strike, and he's going to have to get boundaries. Whips that one away. Oh, they'll get 2 here. That's nice placement, just wide of the fieldsman. Very well played. So 2, a few more of those, and he'll get it back on track. This is going to be a real nail-biter. And what an innings this has been again. 44 of 65 balls to Bevan. Top score easily in the Australian team today.
Croft is trying to jam him up on leg stump, and still there's that area we're talking about, straight down the ground.
Straight back to him. There's a full toss too. I think he'd be a little disappointed he didn't manage to whip that one away in the same direction as the previous one. That one a bit of room, but the fieldsmen are right back on the line. Yes, and this has been quite a disciplined performance by England too at this stage. No balls or wides. They can create a problem. Always tough for the captains.
Darren.
So he's bringing him up to save one. Certainly the offside fieldsman.
Catch it!
It's down the ground. This will be out caught. Yes, I think so. Yes, he's got him. Down the ground he went. Fleming's hit it straight down deep but off stroke. Mulally down there has taken the catch, no trouble at all. Well, he's certainly lifted his game in every sense. Making runs these days, taking wickets and catching them as well.
Certainly bowled well early on, and they did well in the Test series. This was hit firmly enough, just a little bit of a turn of the bat there in the instant it met the ball, and Mulally first of all had to pick it up in the background and then hang on to it, and he did it very well indeed. It's 8 for 129.
Well, that's quite a tidy average, Adam Dale. He's at the non-striker's end. Bevan on strike. Again, getting it away on the offside. They need to look for two here. Bevan will come back for two comfortably. That's good placement, very good placement.
It's beautiful bowling by Croft. It's not that he's drifting the ball in the air away from Bevan, but he's picked up this wicket of Fleming's with one that he pushed in a little bit shorter as soon as he saw Fleming coming towards him. Oh, and Mulally has clung on to that.
Down to Mulally again, and just the single that time. In comes the throw. And 6 runs off that one. So Australia moved to 8 for 132.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh, boy. BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century. Now he's taken a catch.
Last ball, this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the Ballilia today, and that is an absolute pearl.
So 21 now, he's got to do a bit of work, Bevan. He'll be looking for a boundary here, that's for sure. Dale will have to go as well wherever possible. He'll also be conscious of the fact that McGrath is the next man in. He's got this great desire, Glenn McGrath, to hit the winning runs in one of these big matches. May well be that tonight's his night, but I don't think England will mind getting him in actually at this stage. There he is, ready to go. He looks a bit chatty. All sorts of different things happen to people in nervous situations. One of them is they tend to chat a bit more. Yep. Others go very quiet. That's another single. So Bevan on 49. 19 to get off 10 balls. Miron's just moved a little wider, so again, there's a gap straight. He seems, though, to prefer trying to whip it away to mid-wicket. Miron moves in, Bevan settles for the single, and that gives him his 50. So that's been very well played. Michael Bevan moves to 50 off 71 balls. Just the 1-4, lots of running out there. That's pretty well played. He's got that one away for a single as well. So he's faced 2 balls. Dale and got 2 runs. That's exactly what's required. All right, they need to get a 4 from somewhere now. 17 off 8. this habit of taking it right down to the very last over before he really starts taking too many risks. But I think we're getting quite close to this point now where he's got to hit a 4. He's going to have to chance his arm somewhere. That's well bowled. Perhaps he's conscious of the fact that Goff hasn't bowled too well in this match, and that he's going to, he looks as if he's going to bowl the last over. He's been loosening up. Perhaps with a little bit of extra pace from Goff, he fancies he's been able to get him away to the boundary. Perhaps a leg glide or something through the slip area, as opposed to the medium paces where you've got to really hit them in front of square. We've hit that one straight, and that one's going to go all the way, is it? Will it get cut off? I think it's going to go all the way. Good shot. That's the straight shot we've been waiting for. Slightly over-pitched. Bevan has got it away for 4. And that'll make a bit of a difference. 8 for 140.
Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh, boy. BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century. Now he's taken a catch.
Last ball this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the bat earlier today, and that is an absolute pearl.
So 13 runs now off the last over. 6 balls and 2 wickets in hand. Dale is out there with Bevan, with Glenn McGrath to come. And it looks as if it's going to be Goff. Darren Goff bowled only 5 overs, no wicket for 42. Really didn't get it right at all. So I suspect that Bevan's strategy is that Goff's the man he's going to have a chance to get after, and he's been waiting for it. Now, conversely, we know that Goff, if he gets it right, can be very difficult because he does bowl that Yorker very well. So it really is a question of whether Goff can get it in the right place. One of the things that you can rest assured on, and that is that Goff will attack the stumps here, and he'll be trying to get rid of Dale. Now, it's just feasible that if he gets rid of Dale, he then gets McGrath in there. Well, then we may not see Bevan face another ball. So that's the situation as it stands at the moment.
Now then, there's someone who might be a key player here. I'll just bring out some new gloves to Adam Dale. Didn't look as though there was a message there. He really hasn't done all that much to get very sweaty. Michael Bevan. Gloves for him. And the man behind the stumps, Alex Stewart. He's the one. He has to be very much on the alert with this first ball. If it's not straight, that the batsman Bevan can't get down to the striker's end.
Slow ball, oh, he's missed it, Stewart has. They'll get one. Will they come back for the second? Dale wants to come back, and he's coming back too. That's good running now. Will they get 3 for this? Was it a wide? Or was it... Right, so Stewart's going to go and have a little chat to Goff. I think Goff tried to bowl a slower ball there.
Sorry?
So I think you can hear Stewart saying there, that's just too wet. So perhaps they're going to ask to dry the ball. It's gone running away over the outfield. Let's have a look at the last delivery. 2 runs here. I think this was an effort. Well, you can see it's off the bat there, and there's the deflection off the glove. Yes, I suppose the margin there was the full toss above waist high, which in fact can be called no ball. So the ball, obviously the seam is a bit of a problem. It gets damp. It's very hard to grip. The umpires will be doing their level best to see that they're given as much time as they want to dry it off.
I'd imagine England would like a drier, harder, newer ball. Won't be able to get a new one, or wouldn't be able to get a new one, but they might be able to get a replacement. Generally, though, it's only done when the ball becomes discoloured. It can be done if it gets out of plumb, if there's a split in it, some of the stitching is split. This one is, the problem with it is that it's a bit slippery, not through the rain and the water on the ground, but through the humidity.
So Dale on strike again. Goff to him. Oh, bowled him, clean bowled him. He bowls that Yorker so well. That's the end of Adam Dale. Well, this is a huge blow. Get ready, Glenn McGrath. He's going to have to stride out there, and he's going to somehow have to get down the other end. Well, that was a very good delivery. Fast and right up there.
It was, and he was looking to push the single this time. It was very well bowled. I won't say he can bowl at will, but it's the next best thing to it. 9 for 142 at the moment, with Bevan on 54. And it's going to be a lonely place out there for Bevan, because Glenn McGrath's the man coming out now. Still 11 runs needed. That's very well bowled.
Yes, now McGrath's taking his time over this. He's not appeared on the ground yet. He's just beginning to come down. Normally they cross on the ground. I think he's not in any great hurry. So out comes Glenn McGrath. Right, now let's have a close look at his stats here. 75 matches. His highest score is 10, an average of 4.09. That average is improving. It's been nudging up a little bit. Strike rate of 52. Well, that won't be an issue. The issue here is, can he get down the other end? Now, there'll be a little discussion in the middle of the pitch here. Let's see if we can read their lips. I don't think there's too much they can say.
Well, after this ball, there are only 3 balls remaining, so let's assume McGrath can push a single, which I think he must be endeavouring to do. That would make it 143, which would give Bevan 3 balls, assuming no balls or wides, 3 balls with which to make 10 runs. So that's 11 to win at the moment. McGrath must take a single from this ball, otherwise it's an impossible situation for Australia.
Could McGrath be thinking 4? They're going, whatever happens, has it hit the stumps? Yes, it has, but he's home. He's so quick. He's so quick. He's hit the stumps and Bevan's got home. Well, that's what we thought would happen. That's exactly what did happen, and Bevan was out of the blocks. Just watch him go.
The one who was out of the blocks as well was McGrath. Accurate enough from Darren Goff. Now then, 10 to go. 10 runs to win and 3 balls, so it's really got to be a boundary from this ball. Could be a 2 from this ball. Bevan has to keep the strike. Could be a 2 from this ball, then 2 boundaries. But from Bevan's point of view, he would want to strike with the boundary now and just put a bit of fear into the opposition. It's up to Goff.
Oh, and that one's gone straight to the fieldsman. Well, now he really is going to have to get stuck in. So we're down to a 6 and a 4 now. That's asking a lot. Goff is going to have to keep it right up there. That's assuming he doesn't bowl a wide or a no ball. 2 balls remaining. Australia need 10. The ball is a bit damp. That one's not going to go to the fence for 4. Bevan's going to get 2, so it looks now as if England are going to pull this one off.
It's got to be a no ball now, and you can bet your life that Goff will be bowling it from about half a yard behind his normal spot. Eight to win.
Yes, the wide is probably the bigger danger because it's damped the ball. And that's very well bowled, extremely well bowled. And so England have pulled it off only just. Michael Bevan, I think probably fair to say, he's perhaps left it just a little bit too late. And of course those wickets falling at the end, certainly Dale's wicket didn't help at all either. So Mullally, who bowled so beautifully for England, got them right into this game, put a lot of pressure on them, has been awarded the Man of the Match award for his figures of 4 for 18, the best figures by an Englishman in Australia in one-day cricket. And there we are, Australia 9 for 145, and Michael Bevan the star here with 56, but not quite batting well enough to get them up tonight. From England's point of view, the man of the match, the chap who changed this game around, Alan Mullally there, 4 for 18, wonderful bowling, some very economical figures there, and a very good performance by the England team. So England pretty happy with this. That's the match tomorrow, England versus Sri Lanka. Don't forget there are still some tickets available. Hope you've enjoyed the evening. It's good night from Brisbane.